All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Hey, what's up? What's up? We back.
What up, y'all?
With another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. And tonight it's just me and Jay.
You know what it is?
We Jay rocking it.
You know what it is.
And we're here to give y'all a little weekend recap from the feeds and some of the information. So who won HOH? Well, we already know who won HOH from the episode. So we're gonna talk about the episode from Sunday a little bit. Tracy gonna give us some feeds, what little bit that we got.
I'm gonna give y'all crumbs because that's all we got.
That's all we got was crumbs. And we're gonna be out y'all merry little way until Thursday. So, but before we get started, I don't know if all of y'all have seen, but I just saw this recently and I sent it to Trace. But apparently this season they had the house guests pre-record goodbye messages to themselves. And I saw Matt's, Tracy saw Matt's, and while his was a little cringe, I like the idea. What do y'all think? What you think?
The idea I like, Matt. So listen, so if y'all haven't heard Matt in his speech to himself, excuse me, he basically said that he said on the feeds, if you were watchers, that he wants to take his mom to the Philippines. He wants to take his friends out. And a whole bunch of other, a whole bunch of other mess, right? I don't get it because during the feast, he said whether he want or not, he want to take the rest of the year off. Sir, it's July.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many people can afford to? Some people can afford to take a week off. But
right.
Sir, if you got it like that, take him out to the Philippines now. You got the time.
Right, because
I mean, you had asked out for 3 months anyways, and you was only out for a week. I'll give you quarantine too. So go. Take a nap.
That's real. Because what's stopping you? That's what I would like to know. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna see if he gonna pop up. He gotta go to the Philippines now. He didn't got too much sympathy from the Facebook. If he was smart, if he was really about that business, he should realize that he could con the people. Now we don't promote these house guests and people conning these silly stands, but if y'all want to donate to GoFundMe,
they do be doing packages like they did with Kyle. They did that with Kyle and what's that white girl name?
And Alyssa. Sent them to Hawaii.
They ain't got them trips, and then after that, they're like, we broke up. Duh.
Right. So if Matt was smart, he would take advantage of that and have a trip for his mom on GoFundMe, and they'll be in the Philippines by tomorrow. But we ain't here to talk about Matt because he gone. He ain't got no. Well, I wouldn't say his impact is left the game because they still be bringing him up every now and again.
Listen, I'll get you out to Thursday. After Thursday, I don't want to hear Matt name no more.
No more.
In first boot. Y'all talking way too much about a first boot. And Mackenzie, if you're gonna keep bringing up his name, next boot.
You can go. You can be third boot. If you want to be with him so bad, you want to talk about him so bad.
So y'all can live out your relationship. Yes.
The door is there.
It is.
But anyways, picking up where we left off, Matt went home, right? And we were looking for HOH. We didn't know he was HOH at the time. We find out Wednesday. We find out Thursday night that Chelsea had won HOH. And obviously, maybe some of these conversations that were happening that night, Trace may fill you back in. But going off the episode, because that's where I'm going to jump from. We see the HOH competition. I like the HOH competition. Those are the ones we like. Anybody can win them. You know, it's equitable. We like questions. All right, Carrie, exactly. Kenny before anybody else. He needs to go. Sick of him.
He don't need, hold on, pause. Kenny, sir, you don't even deserve a vote. You don't.
No.
You don't. He don't even deserve a vote. As a matter of fact, somebody get his bags. Pack it up.
Pack them up tonight. And take that veto from him. He should be disqualified from the veto. Like, he shouldn't have been able to use it. They need to redo it, undo what he did, because it makes no sense. You should have left yourself on the block. I hope so too, Gary. Because 2 birds with 1 stone, can't beat it.
Listen, that's what I said. Thursday, walk out that door.
Please.
Wait. Yeah, let me come with you.
Yeah, catch that limousine home to the airport with Angela or Lisa, whichever one it is. So
likely.
I like this competition. Josh isn't here to talk about our competitions, but so this HOH competition, it was easy true or false question. They had to watch these animal videos, like home funny videos, but animal based, and they had to answer these questions based on it. Chelsea went in talking about she didn't want to win it, but then she get down to the final three, and it's like, sis, you clearly you do, because I guessed on a couple, but the ones that you weren't guessing on, you could have threw easily. Now, granted, they could have made us end up with a Leah. What's the girl? I forgot her name that quick. Leah HOH, as opposed to a Chelsea HOH. But also, we could have ended up with a T-Core HOH because they were the final three. And I would have loved to see a T-Core HOH. I think this would have been a really great time.
T-Core and Leah went at the same time, right?
Yeah, so that's how Chelsea won. They were the final three. They both put false. Chelsea put true on the
Chelsea. Chelsea did say on the feed that the only reason why she didn't back out is because she didn't want Leah to be HOH. I'm sure if it was just T-Core, she would have let her have it. But she said she didn't want to be it, which now we know is probably a smart decision because probably a good group of her alliance would have been up. So
yeah,
in hindsight,
that's true. But you know what? It would have woke some people up out of this game though, because some people sleeping. Cam,
yep.
It would have woke them up for sure. But so she wins HOH, and honestly, this is an easy week for her. Everybody's telling her she's gauging what the house is wanting, and everybody's pretty much telling her, Kenny, Lisa, Angela, you good. Like that's the easiest way to do it. Everybody don't like Angela. Kenny want to go home, and people hate Lisa, and she's part of that three. That
she really had a very easy week.
Yeah. At first, watching the feeds, and Teresa probably talked about this, we were kind of like wanting her to put up some other people, but we understand now, at least I guess I have a better understanding of why she went with the way she went, because I was like, you putting up Angela, she didn't put you up. Because for me, the way I think about the game is, if you ain't coming for me, I don't really need to come for you type deal, but with the house being so dead set on Angela's head on the pike, like she had to do it. And Angela understood that too. Angela, at least that's what she said in her DR. Like she understood that if she had to put her up, she had to put her up. So during her one-on-ones, Mackenzie, all this boohoo crying she was doing, she didn't want to go on the block. And so she was like, well, let me try to tell Chelsea about this little power up. So she told Chelsea about the power up, and Chelsea was like, I could flush this out, which a lot of people wanted to do, particularly her alliance, the Pentagon, which is her, Quinn, Cedric, Cam, hey Oscar, and Cedric. And they were in Brooklyn, I'm sorry. And they wanted her to put those three up, but Cam was kind of wanting to get rid of the power-ups. So she was debating on if she wanted to put up Mackenzie or not to flush the power, or if she wanted to leave her in her back pocket as an ally to grow close to, which Mackenzie did tell her that to grow close to her as well and gain trust, which I'm not mad at that either. You do got to try to build, relationships all around the house. That's what a smart player would do. One thing that Brooklyn, we talked about this outside of this, but I appreciate Brooklyn. And she said something that everybody needs to take notes on and write down for their big brother notes going into the house for future players. She says, I realize that I'm the last person being brought into this 5-person alliance and I'm on the bottom. She said, but I'll cross that bridge, and I could be the first one going. And, they want to get it, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Exactly.
We had this conversation in Big Brother Canada. I can't remember who it was that said it. But they were like, I don't want to come in on the bottom of an alliance. I already know y'all got an alliance. And I would rather be on the bottom of an alliance than no alliance at all. Sis, and literally, this is literally just showing you how fast the weeks can change, because everybody like, oh, it's easy. Angela gone, da da da. But you know what? Lisa getting on everybody's nerves. And so now she going. So you honestly never really know, because the conversations that people have throughout the week, the arguments, the blow-ups, they always lead to like different changes. People might have an argument or a situation or misunderstanding in the alliance. You know, you was at 5th, you done just moved up to 3. Like, you never knew. So Brooklyn, yes, I love the fact that Brooklyn is gonna adapt very well. She is definitely one to watch.
I hate that she friends with Aaron, because if she didn't have that little, that's her only chip on her shoulder in terms of us, you know, and a lot of viewers and people watching. If it wasn't for that little chip right there, she would be a lot of people's favorites right now.
That's gonna make me judge you. Now,
but
that's outside the house.
Right.
In Big Brother, though, you young person, right? And so in Big Brother, Brooklyn she doing it. Brooklyn probably, she might be number 1 this week.
Yeah, Trees.
Yeah.
I'll say come Thursday, I think she might need to be at the top, because nobody thinking about, I ain't heard her a mumbling word about Brooklyn.
Listen, Brooklyn is in a few little situations. She in a little alliance. They done talked about getting a little girls thing together. We know they ain't gonna do nothing, but you know, they got a little girl alliance going on. Brooklyn got the tea from the power. Like, she's in a good spot. She might not know everything that's going on in the house, but she knows a lot, and she's staying out the way.
Yeah, Oscar said Brooklyn, T-Core, Rabina, and Chemo. Yes. I think they're quiet enough to solidify their spot in the house and make it far.
Agree.
Yeah, for sure. So, so that was a little segment I wanted to bring up, because I really appreciated her saying it, because so many people be worried about being on the bottom of an alliance. It don't matter. Cross that bridge when you get there.
When you get there.
Because I'll be in the DR like, do y'all see a bridge? I don't.
Right.
So when the bridge get there, that's when I'll worry about it. Like, you worried about, oh, I don't want to be at the bottom of the 5-person alliance when we get down to final 5. It's still 12 of y'all, 15 of y'all in this house.
I'm gonna put my thing up.
So that was a conversation that was had. And then another aspect was Chelsea, that she conducted her HOH really well, you know, kind of seeing again what the house was wanting. And Tucker wasted no time telling her that he wanted Lisa on the block. He wanted her on the block today. He wanted her on the block tomorrow. He wanted her on the block till she go home, because he cannot stand her. And I understand why. Her and that glitter, she bouncing that medicine ball in the kitchen. She's just doing too much, putting oils on people's pillows. Y'all, like, y'all didn't see that. The night she became a have-not, she was up in the have-not, putting oils and stuff on people's pillowcases. Talking about, we got to get the energy out. Don't be putting nothing on my pillow.
At this point, we need to make a list of all the stuff that Lisa done did. Okay, you sprinkling glitter on people's food unwillingly. Mackenzie said, she tripped me out with this. She said, "Girl, just stop cooking." She making a vegan. She said she made a vegan lasagna. Girl, you the only person that's vegan. Make that for yourself.
Make it for yourself.
Third, she said, I think it was Tucker, or it was Mackenzie said the protein powder stuff that they use. She stuck her hand in there. She didn't get a spoon. She stuck it in there. Tucker also said he saw her take an olive or a pickle. It was either olive or pickle, because I know they can have one of them. Put it in her mouth and put it back in the jar. She would have got evicted right there. I would have said, Mr. Big, cut the beans. We about to have a discussion. Like, that is so nasty.
It's so
my gosh. And then Chelsea asked her, like, when she made her little raggedy lasagna, she was just like, okay, so like, how you season this? First of all, you would have already cooked the lasagna, and if somebody asked you, how should I season this? You mean you cooked it and put no seasoning? Anyway, Chelsea was like, how am I supposed to season it? She just, you can do whatever. And she said, okay, so what would you do?
Right.
Just mix up, because you don't know. Because you don't know how to season food.
But you a chef. Come on,
listen,
somebody.
I looked well and through her little page. She got a little page and it's like plates by Lisa. Girl, them charcuterie boards. Charcuterie boards. She got fruit. She did make a steak. She threw a little thyme leaf on there and some salt. And when I tell you that steak was this thick, and I said,
She might as well. She making plates like Shamar. You know Shamar. They was saying Shamar was making plates.
Yes, exactly. I said, girl, that girl could. I wouldn't let that girl boil me water.
Oh my goodness.
And
Oh
boil me
my,
no
did
water.
she really? Oscar said, I think she won the worst Cooks American show and started booking celebrity.
She had to, cause
I can see that being a thing. Right. That is crazy. I don't know why.
yeah, Paris Hilton probably she cooked for Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton girl is a little stick figure. She probably eat seed leaf grass with blossom apricots. And it might be good to her. Not me though.
Right. We need to see that, right, Mimi? We need to see that celebrity chef. Put that in quotes because everybody loves talking about their celebrity chef or their celebrity this and celebrity that. Show me the list of celebrities. Okay.
Probably done cooked at one event and Paris was like, don't bring her back. I need to know if she was recurring or if she just did a one.
Right. Because she was recurring. But see, even then, that's the your taste. So what you eat in Paris, let me see what you be eating on a daily that you're going back to her anyway, because then you're questionable at that point. Yep. But so Tucker wants her gone immediately. What else happened? That was of any consequence. I mean, that was pretty much the gist. I mean, she ended up nominating who we felt like she was gonna nominate. She nominated Kenny, Angela, and Lisa. And you know, Lisa, she wants to fight. Obviously, Angela wants to fight. Kenny now all of a sudden he got this fire lit.
Kenny volunteered for the block again.
And now he's talking about he fired up, but we found out today he's still talking about he want to leave. I just can't with this man. I can't. So I'm gonna throw it over to Treese because that was pretty much the episode. It was a decent episode. The episodes they're pretty decent. I mean,
the episode was great. My favorite absolute part of the episode is a little montage of Tucker saying why he hates Lisa.
Yes. Oh my God, it was a favorite.
I have to tell y'all how editing works, okay? Because of course it's like lighthearted because Tucker's a funny person, right? Yeah. So I hate Lisa do this. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you know, he's saying all this stuff. They're putting this little cutesy music behind it. But when Angela going on her rant, it's like it's like dragons are like you know, they got little devils with pitchforks. Like they literally could have just edited, like put us a little crazy. Y'all, she just a little, you know, off music and made it lighthearted. But nah, they made it like so that's so funny how editing works. But anyways, that was my favorite part because I'm sorry, Tucker will have to do a lot. They can never make me hate Tucker. Tucker's
grown on me. I did want Tucker gone, and I was still saying that I wanted him to somehow get blindsided and leave this week. I know that's not happening because, you know, again, he kind of pissed me off in week 1 on the fees. But he's growing. He's growing. He's funny. I like a funny house guest, so he can stay a couple more weeks.
Yes. We didn't get a lot going on fees because they've been cutting like crazy, which is pissing me and I'm sure everyone off. But let me see the main things that happened before nominations happened. Mackenzie and Leah, apparently Chelsea is their new BFF. They all up in her bed eating her snacks,
right?
And their fingernails. And which is so funny to me. And to me, it seemed like Chelsea is clocking it.
I don't know.
She literally said,
this week
Chelsea is kind of on to me. We're going to get to it. She is right now. So it's so funny to me because she said that Mackenzie had a conversation with her and was like, yeah, you know, I need to try that. Now that man's gone, I need to try to have like more conversation with people. Chelsea was like, oh, so now your man gone, so now you want to talk to us. So I was just like, oh, then when she found out that power, I said, oh, Chelsea about to get that energy. Because her main thing was for Asia, she said, if I can flush the power, I'm gonna do it. Found out what the power was and was like, Now, I'm not mad at her, okay? I see the side that she's on because she's pretty well insulated in the house. And the only side she was iffy about was the Mackenzie and Leah side. And if they said you cool for the week, and they got this power, I hope she crazy as hell to think they're gonna use that power on her. But that Mackenzie used that power on her. But the fact that she know about it, And the fact she'll get
detail.
if Mackenzie happens to win next week, chances are very low that she's gonna be put up. So I'll give her ones and twos for that, but it just makes for the week to be boring.
She moved a
but
little weird over the feeds, though.
She did. We about to get into it. And then, so what was crazy was, getting into the veto, we know Kenny won the veto. They were talking about who to use for the replacement now. And one of them bring up, one of Mackenzie or Leah, whichever one of them brought it up, that they think that Cam would be great to use as a pawn.
Mm-hmm. This was even before the nominations, actually.
Yeah.
The initial nomination.
It was, this was initial nomination. And before that was so weird because they want him to play veto. He said, that is so weird because Leah, don't you playing with him? And that's like, all right, she said, go pull him. They pull him into the room and they're like, hey, yo, Cam, we want you to be a pawn. Cam was like, huh? He's like, well, I guess, he's kind of mumbling, stumbling. He's like, all right, then. I guess I could do it. First, he was like, no. And then you agree to it, Cam. It don't matter.
Please.
The good Lord could come down and say, Treese, I need you to be a pawn. I'll be like, good Lord, no. I'm not going to be no pawn.
Not tonight.
I will not be no pawn. I will not be no pawn.
We used to sing a song that send me, I'll go. I will not go to the block.
No. Because baby, pawns go home. There could be a chance I stay, but I'm not willing to take it. Yeah, I would have asked, hey, Mackenzie, Leah, can I talk to Chelsea real quick? Baby, I'll send y'all out so quick and so fast. Am I gonna And she was like, oh, okay. She did later say, like, she of course didn't want to use Cam, but the fact that he was agreeing to it. No, that's supposed to be your ally. Do you want him to stay in the game? Literally, how this season is going, Matt was on the block, right? An obvious, like, bro that typically stays in the house for a longevity of the game.
Good. I would not ask Treese to be no dang pawn. I know Treese wouldn't do that. I wouldn't ask her to be no pawn.
And Treese would have been like, Eric, I know you lying. Eric would have got cussed out. If he even he would have. And I would have ate his snacks.
She gonna be in.
Would have.
She gonna be in the deal talking about, Eric, could not just ask me. Bet I know it.
I'm gonna be bleeping. I know this is lying. Trying to put me on the block. He can kiss my black.
No, because we say this several times every season. Treese always mentions, if you're willing to put me up as a pawn, that means you're willing to let me go home. You're willing to risk me to go home.
I would never be a pawn.
I don't care if it is, we got 20 people in the house that's gonna vote me to stay. You wanted me on the chopping block at all at any given time. That means you're willing to risk me, which means you're not a true ally, which means you're okay with me going home.
Right.
So no, absolutely
not doing it.
And that's not even the part that blew me. Cam saying yes did not like that. But when she brought it to Cedric, and he said, well, if worse comes to worse, you can put me up as a pawn.
He was nervous too, though. He's like, wait. I mean, nah, you shouldn't. Don't even let that come out your mouth.
Come out of your mouth.
Chelsea, I would have been like, if y'all were supposed to be in my alliance, okay? My core alliance, my main alliance. I would have said, listen, don't y'all ever, I don't care whoever, if I'm ever in a room and there's other people around, I'm asking, hey, we be pawn? You always say no. Do y'all want me to go home? No, but you're a pawn. We just want you to play the veto.
You want to go home? Thank you. Why don't you go?
If there's so much confidence, you go on the block and let's see what happens. I can promise you my vote.
Because I
trust my vote.
Right. You don't trust the Lions. I trust the Lions, but I don't trust the game. So no.
Right.
So I trust y'all, but I don't trust the game.
Right. Let me see. Oh, right before what I thought was funny. Right before Chelsea goes in to go do the noms or whatever, after Cedric's like, wait, nah, don't put me up. He got nervous. Yeah. She went downstairs and she about to go. Big Brother had called her like 3 or 4 times. She's rushing out these conversations.
Yeah.
Angela was like, hey, you said you trying to do what make the house happy. Is putting me on the block gonna make us happy? Like, is that gonna make the house happy? Do everybody want me out? Angela, you had your time to ask all these questions. I gotta go.
All night.
Boy, Chelsea was at that door like, come on. Like,
but Angela
you want on the block.
Because Angela like, she said, well, well, I don't know if she clocked, but she was just kind of like, well, I just got to thinking, you said that the house will be happy if you put me up. But if they wanted me up so bad, why did they go with what I wanted and send Matt home last week? And so she's like, that's what I'm trying to understand. If they didn't like me, they could have just kept Matt in the game to come after me instead of sending him home and doing what I wanted if they didn't want me. So that's the only part
That goes to show you they like Matt a lot less than they liked Angela at the time. That's what that told me.
Right. And like I don't know if you mentioned it or somebody said it in a group chat, but it's like it wasn't the fact that they necessarily wanted, to do what Angela wanted. It was just about they wanted Matt out of the house more than they cared about sticking it to Angela.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
and so let's see what happened next. Quinn reveals the Pentagon to Takor and Chemo. Which I feel like at this point everybody kind of know about these little lines. These house guests do not hide who they hang with. Is whatever. So luckily, after this, Quinn, Takor, and Chemo, they finally come up with the final 3. Do I think there's truth to this? No. Mm-hmm. Chemo and Takor, I think, are locked in like that. But Quinn is, I don't even know. I do think Quinn is more loyal out of all the alliances because we know Quinn is wrapped up in a lot. Quinn, I think, is honestly the most loyal to Takor and Chemo. So I believe it once the numbers kind of go down a little bit. Because the fact that he's revealing some extra information to them. And then earlier today, or they had a conversation last night, they want to come up with a core alliance, and they finally want to get Tucker to swing things, because y'all know Tucker in the beginning said he don't want no alliances, which is crazy. I don't know how he's still in the house. Right. Which is why Big Brother is a social game, because if he wasn't likable enough, they would have said, well, Tucker ain't really messing with nobody. He can go out the door. Easy, right? Which Tucker is now the replacement but let me go ahead and jump that ahead, which is crazy, but we're going to get to that too. But they want to put an alliance together with Takor, Tucker, Rubina, Quinn, Chemo, and Joseph. I think this is a very solid alliance, honestly. They really have somebody. It's a maybe.
I said they need to for my personal. Hey Andrew, for my personal draft, I need my draft. Somebody in my draft to be safe. Chat.
That's a maybe, because if you gonna volunteer to get on the block, I'm mad at you for a week. Don't, even if it slipped out, not playing, because he did retract it back fast, but for 3 days, I'm off.
You should never came out your time.
Never.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Queen did say too that he's most loyal to Takor. He said that's his closest person too. By the way, he trusts her the most. With Quinn. In the story.
That's surprising.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, did you tell her about how? Yeah, Cam talk. Yeah, I saw that. But I'm like, but did you?
He didn't tell her about the power
though.
But even if he do trust her a lot, it's probably smart to not say that at this point, especially with Angela, which was I don't know why he told her that. I don't know why he told her that. And I bet you the big reason why he told Angela is because in prior seasons, the first HOH always gets the big alliance. And I think to try to solidify, like, okay, when people come to her for the big alliance, I want in, because he's like, well, I honestly think that was something that ran through his mind, because that's the only logical thing that makes sense, because otherwise it's just stupid. Unfortunately, I mean, Angela, let me be real, Angela was in the big alliance, and then she went bananas. We're gonna call her bananas.
Definitely.
She went bananas.
And like you mentioned, it makes sense that he's not telling her to, because I don't fault it, because like he said in episode 2, he can't even sell his alliance because he didn't keep it so long. He was like, they're gonna be rethinking all the conversation they've ever had with me. They're gonna know a lot about it. So I understand, but I know you're gonna get into it this week. You know how some stuff, there was a rift between him and Angela based on some stuff that had happened. And so with that happening, she decided she's gonna go run her mouth at the little power. His power. Yeah. See the name, but she gave him details. Right. So yeah.
Shouldn't have did that. She should have just said, I have a power and it keeps me safe. If you really could have just, if you really, like, even if you say you have a power, there's no way I'm ever telling, even if I feel like, okay, I should reveal it, I ain't gonna never tell nobody what it does.
What it do?
He should just said that. I do have a power, but it only keeps me safe. I would just left it at that. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
And getting into it, Tucker cornered Mackenzie in the bathroom just out of nowhere. I love Tucker. He's so random. He's like, "Hey yo, I know you got the power." She was like, "Huh? What? Nah." She was
He was in the shower though when he said that, right?
In the shower. He didn't even necessarily corner her. She just came in and was like, "Hey, I know you got the power." She said, "Huh?"
I'm like, you don't stay over there in that shower.
It was so obvious. She was so obvious. Like you can tell she was flustered, whatever. Yeah. So eventually, they have a conversation. It didn't get heated, but it got a little like back and forth.
That was kind of
but they did, a little bit. They finally went into the storage room, put each other in the storage room, and she was just like, "Okay, I do have the power." She basically told him 99% of the power. Girl, you might as well tell him what it is. Well, I don't want to say what it is, but it gives me safety. I don't want to say how long I have it, but 4 weeks. Like, girl, you telling him you might as well tell him what the power is.
Right.
So she tells him, Tucker, Tucker feel validated. He like, I knew she had the power because he had been saying, Lisa and Mackenzie had the power. So he was just like, he's still stuck on that, but we'll get to that. So he feel validated. And you know what I said? I tweeted, I said, man, I hope Tucker tell everybody about the power. Tucker done told Chemo already knew, but he told Chemo, told T-Core, told Quinn. Who else did he tell? He told one other person.
Anybody that was listening?
He told somebody, Rubina. And so at this point, who don't know? I think the only person that's out of the loop that don't know about the power is Kenny. And Angela.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because Angela does know about Queens, but she doesn't know about McKinney.
Does Lisa know about Mackenzie's?
No.
I don't think Lisa knows either.
No. So it's really only 3 people that don't know, which is funny.
The ones that was on the block.
Girl, gonna use your raggedy power. So let me see what else. Joseph's birthday was this Saturday. Happy birthday, Joseph. Joseph, I see you, King, because Joseph is doing what Brooklyn's doing. He mind his business and he chilling. Okay. And shout out to Joseph. He was in the house,
child. Look, until that alliance popped up, forgot about him.
Hold up. Joseph did good though. You wanna know what Joseph did? Joseph in that first week, Joseph was moving, okay? He was rocking with Angela. He was here. Then his name got brought up a little bit like, hold on, y'all see how Joseph moving? I don't know. Tucker was like, I don't know what Joseph doing, but he's sneaky. All that stuff with Angela popped off. Joseph said, I'm falling back. That man fell all the way back, forgot he was on the show. And then his birthday came up and I said, who is Joseph? Do he work in production? Oh, no, he on the show.
I legit was like, Joseph.
I said, oh, okay.
Oh, mustache.
Now, I do like Joseph.
Yeah.
But listen, let me tell you, if y'all didn't see, last night Joseph was in the hot tub. Lisa pulled up on one of them one-on-ones. Lisa, this is another reason why people don't like you. Because why are you interrogating people? She doesn't know how to just have a game conversation with people. She's always interrogating someone. Yeah. So she goes, it's like, do you know who has the power? Do you know this? Do you know that? Do you? Damn, are you on the block? Or am I? Yes, but she was saying, Joseph was like, did you vote for Matt? No, I voted for him. Oh, I voted for him to go. Like she was stumbling over little words a little bit. And Joseph was sitting there how to like, oh, did you? Like, you know how like when your mama gets you in a lie? Like, did you spill that juice? He was looking at her like, girl, I know you lying. He said, well, so how did you find out? Because from what I know, it was like kind of like a secret, moving around that, it was to take Matt out. Well, I had people tell me, who told you? I don't want to say. He said, oh, okay. Sure.
Never liar.
Wait. One thing, Lisa do not know how to read a room to say her life because the way Joseph was talking to her, Joseph was looking like, girl.
If you don't get out my face.
If you don't let me hot tub in peace. But I do like Joseph, so definitely keep an eye on him. He's up there with Brooklyn for me right now. Like he's staying in enough of game talk. Yes, he's staying in enough of the game conversations where he's still relevant, but he's not a target. And now he's getting thrown into another alliance, which is great. Let me see. We already talked about that. Oh, so the girls were up in the HOH room, and oh Lord, so we get up with was up in HOH room. They done told Leah, you should go down and mess with Cam. Then she go downstairs. She chasing Cam around, trying to chase. Cam is running from Leah. I will give him some props because if somebody run after me, I don't know what's going on, but I'm running. Listen, you ain't about to catch me. So she was just like, what are you doing? So basically, I'm so over this childish, whatever. Then Leah go up into the HOH room and talking about Cam. He think he dusty outside the house, like, or he said he looked dusty because he had a chain on and a tank top.
Interesting.
What about you, Leah? But a nice little basic chain and a tank top do it for me every time, ma'am. Every time. And that really goes to show you who her crowd is. You don't be hanging around people like Cam. So, especially when people chilling at the house, I almost said something else. Especially when men are chilling at the house. He chilling. Got the do-rag on. Okay. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So that's how I rubbed me the wrong way. Leah's been going back and forth. She's had a lot of conversations with Chelsea about Cam, and she's saying that she don't want to be in a showmance with Cam. Cam having a conversation with Chelsea was like, I don't want to be in a showmance with Cam. I mean with Leah. They're going back and forth. Leah tells Chelsea that she actually really liked Tucker. Chelsea hyping her up. Go talk to Tucker. Tucker said, I like black women. I do. He did. I can't remember who it is he told. Who did he tell he liked black women to?
He was telling Chemo. Was he telling Chemo? Or
was it Chemo? No, it might have been Chemo because he said, oh, it was Chemo. They were in the half night room last week and he was saying, like, what's his type or whatever. And he said, all the women I've ever dated have been black women or ethnic women. He said, I do not mess with white women. Okay, so Leah, ma'am, beautiful lady, but you are off his radar. And then, so that goes back and forth. And then today, Tucker talks to Quinn, y'all. Y'all know Quinn got a crush on Leah, right? Mm-hmm. And they've been flirting. Leah been flirting with everybody, which, girl, flirt away. I don't have a problem with it. I just wish she would flirt maturely. Does that make sense? It just seems like she's doing like kitty flirting, and it's just annoying. I don't know.
It's really kindergarten-esque.
It's very like kindergarten, like you chasing them around the house. Like, girl, just flirt. Yes, she's been going back and forth. I'm so sick and tired of showman's talk. I'm so over it. She talked to Tucker and Quinn are talking this morning, and he's like, hey, Leah told me that she can't wait to win HOH because she missed a man touch. And she said she trying to break somebody down. And then he was just like, oh, Queen. Because he know Queen like Leah, right? He said, I gotta tell you, bro. You my boy. I gotta tell you. She trying to break me down. And Quinn was like, oh. And he's like, I don't want it. He said, I don't want it.
I was gonna say, oh, Tucker shouldn't have said that. I think he gonna be targeting you with that power. You and Cedric and Cam gonna be his targets with that power. Y'all keep on thinking, girl.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Yeah. She showed did. Exactly. Leah was putting on her makeup and she bent all over in his face, like, put my little lipstick on. You didn't have to do all that. Tucker don't want you, baby. He don't want you. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Leah, you are a beautiful lady, but you were just not his. You were not his cup of tea.
Speaking of this, what Ty is talking about, Reese Valerie Gallery on Twitter, she posted something. She was like, I noticed that anytime she said this is just a theory, that anytime the production comes on and tells somebody to put on a mic, she immediately goes to that room because she feel like that's where the camera's gonna be at, so she can be on the camera.
She wants some attention. Listen,
I'm like, that is crazy.
It's so accurate. Ever since she said that, like, I've noticed that, and I don't know if she's doing it on purpose, but it's looking true. Which I ain't mad, because you go on a TV show, obviously you want attention, you want to be seen. But ma'am, you don't have to be seen every 2 seconds. It's a show. We got fees. We'll see you.
Yeah,
we will eventually see you. And my problem is like Leah, if she could mix a little flirting with a little game, it would be cool. But it's like, is this girl gonna game at any
She
point
thinks it's Love Island, Love House.
She think it's Love Brother. Love Brother is what
Love
I call
Brother.
it. That's the show she on. That girl's on Love Brother.
I mean,
And Carrie said when they're bringing in the hotties, they need to bring in a distraction or something. Matter of fact, she might need to go out the door with Kenny so she can go get her man, because baby, if you can't go 3 months without a man touch, you got a problem. Okay, relax. And then Cam, I'm on your ass too. While we here, let me get on his ass real quick, because he went and told Leah that he had a little sex dream about her. Right? Why you do that?
Oh, I missed that part.
He did. He said he had a little sex dream about her. They cut off most of it, but he said, yeah, you had came in. It was like, yeah, why you acting scared? We'll make it do what it do. And then, of course, they had cut it from there. Why you tell that?
The bombshells.
You just basically, bombshells. That's what they call. I said, why you tell her that? Because she's just gonna be like, and the thing I don't like with Leah, she will go back and forth with Cam, right? And be like, oh yeah, they'll flirt all day. And then she'll go to like Chelsea or whatever and be like, oh, I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know. And it's painting this narrative about Cam. Cam is just, he's a horny man. Okay, he's a horny man. That's what it is. Okay. And he's attractive. He's probably used to getting attention from girls, so it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it seems like Cam is just a flirt, and he gonna flirt with whoever flirt back because he's just attractive male.
No,
and Leah seems the same way too.
I need my brother to get his head in the game.
He needs to get his head in the game, because if Quinn put him up on that block, you might have to go, sir. You better get that veto of the AI, because everybody talking about it. Everybody talking about it in the house. It's not just like, okay, it's just the core talking about it. Everybody in the house is knowing y'all doing it, because Leah can't shut her mouth. Leah is so loud. Leah wants to be talking all the time. Even if y'all was flirting on the low, it'd be cool. It would be fine. You know what I'm saying?
But she can't let that happen.
Her in there. She want everybody to know, and she want everybody to see it. And then swinging back. Chelsea today, right? Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say something real quick about Leah. What's she doing?
Oh, go ahead. We on the same topic. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say, like, she does that, like you said, like she for them it's like in there, but then she want everybody else to see it in the house, right? She wants them to see it because it puts their narrative. If they're flirting, they have potential showmans, and that puts a target on them. And if they both end up on the block, who going home? He is, not her.
Yep.
And then she gets to slide on through the game with no qualms. Nobody's looking at her. She's not a threat because her showman's partner is gone. So she's just weak little vessel.
Yep.
Right. Yep. And then it's showman's. She's this weak little vessel that needs to be carried to the end. And then it's like, it's something insidious about that, because she's intentionally doing it. And it's like, you putting a target on this black man, you intentionally flirting with him, but then you go talk about him. And if you get put on a block with him, he gonna be the one going home. So it's kind of like you setting him up.
Yep.
And I don't like that.
And listen, that's what she doing. Setting them. Yes, Mimi. Let me talk about that. Tucker did clock that. He said it seemed like when that Leah is flirting with Cam, when the girls come around, she kind of like chill. She kind of back off, because she's trying to paint this narrative that Cam is the one chasing her, when Leah's really the one chasing Cam. Now Cam do be coming at her too. Both of y'all are guilty in this flirtatious, in this flirtmanship. But she be going looking for him. Where Cam at? So anyways, Chelsea did in the first week. First impression, she did say Cam was fine, right? And everybody is going with that, right? Cam is fine. Cam, you look good. Okay. We know that. She had a conversation. She was talking to the camera today in the HOH room, getting ready. She said, yes, I did think Cam was fine. But you know how like you get to know people's personalities and you just not feeling no more. Everybody's painting this narrative that Chelsea is jealous of Leah. I don't think that's the case at all. Okay.
No.
Let me break it down for y'all. Do I think Chelsea is jealous of Leah? No. Chelsea is mad that she was feeling Cam and Cam not reciprocating. That's what it is. It's not even reciprocating like flirt with her, but like, I thought you was cute. Why you don't think I'm cute? That's what I think it really is. And then, and let's be very real, okay? let's be very real, okay? And I can speak of this as a Black woman. When I see somebody else, a Black man in a room, and you're gonna more so choose to flirt with somebody that's not a Black woman, I be like, damn, I'm just ugly. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that she was feeling him, and he hasn't even, and it's obvious Cam is a flirt. He really is a flirt. Like, he even flirts a little bit with Mackenzie, a little bit from here and there. And he doesn't flirt with Chelsea at all. Like, I really never see them flirt. And so I think she's feeling some kind of way with that. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I really don't think she could care less about Leah. It's more so how Cam is treating Leah and how she's not getting any of that attention. That's my guess. But
I can see that for sure. I definitely can see that. And then too, somebody, I think it was Nick posted, he was like, can y'all cast Black men that are in relationships or married and engaged so they could
no, for real, at this point, because or y'all could do something crazy and just put somebody Black on the show that knows the show at least. But yes, can we get a married man? I'm talking about put a Black man on the show, right? Let's say he 29, okay? Right? He been with his high school sweetheart since high school. They started dating when he was 16. He's 28 now. They got married when they was 24, right? They wanted to finish college, live their life. They went to college together, moved in together, and now they've been married for 4 years.
There you go.
That's the Black man I want on there. Because y'all be putting these silly ass Black men on Big Brother.
Or me, because I ain't thinking about no show man.
Y'all put these little silly mug on the show. Nah, I ain't playing, but it's just I get tired of the narrative. Just like they put the ditzy blonde on, I get tired of the type of Black man they put the type of Black woman that they put the type of older people they put. It's just
the same type.
Can we just switch it up sometimes? Exactly. They are 100% typecasting. Like, can we just switch it up a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Angela is playing a game, okay? I ain't gonna even lie. We're gonna finish off with our little Angela conversation. Angela cried and boohooed. That was the big reason why we missed a lot of what's going on because things went down. We know. Yes, we talked about that she had got into it with Lisa. She got into it with Quinn. She got into it with apparently Chelsea got into a little tiff. We know bits and pieces of because every time they even talk about it a little bit, they cut the feeds. But she was crying and boohooing. She was sitting off in corners for the last like two days probably. And then today she woke up and she said, that's enough. Baby, Angela woke up and put her petty hat right back on. She said, okay, I'm cool. Baby, when I tell you Lisa walked by her and Angela was like, you know how like you mock somebody like how they walk in? Yes. I'm cracking up. She going back and forth with Tucker. And Tucker like, Angela, girl, I love Tucker. Girl, we see you. Like, she was in that, that middle room, and she was just in there looking like, and I guess she was trying to like be intimidating. Look, Tucker said, girl, we see you. We don't care. Tucker. And on that note, Tucker and Angela had a conversation last night, and Tucker and Angela had a conversation last night, and Angela told Tucker that Quinn has the power. Now, prior to this, Chemo, Kenny, I think it was Joseph, her, obviously, and I can't remember who else, was in the backyard, and she just was saying, hey, there is a power out there, and I know what it does. She told them exactly what the power did. The power changed the knobs. She did. And that's all like, and that was in there like, oh. They did not believe her.
Soon as they got up, there's no way she knows that.
They're like, there's no way. It's too specific. It's too specific. She probably do know. So, anyways, so later on, she goes earlier than that. I'm doing this all backwards. She does tell Kenny, like, hey, I got something to tell you. So she said, if I leave, I will be whispering something in your ear, and it's obviously gonna be Queen has the power. right? But then Tucker being Tucker, got out of her. Well, I don't even know if he got out of people get in front of Tucker and they just want to tell him stuff, apparently. She told Tucker like Quinn has power, and Tucker looked her dead in the face and says, "No." I said, "Tucker, what?" I thought, baby, boy, I had my headphones and I had pulled it up. You know how like I'll have like my iPad. I was up doing whatever, and the iPad was over there. And I said, "What? Let me go back to this camera." Pulled it up, and Tucker said, "No." I said, "Tucker, I know you lying." She's like, "No, I'm telling you, like I've heard it from his mouth. He told me he has the power." And she said, "No, Lisa has the power." Baby, I need Tucker to be released from Lisa. Lisa gotta go, so they know she ain't got this power. And knowing Tucker, he probably gonna be like, Lisa left with the power.
Right.
And what's funny, she did it. Listen, and what's funny to me is they're having this conversation. Quinn eventually comes out, and this was so old school Big Brother coded, because Quinn is like right here, and she's just like, Quinn got the power. And I said, do she know Quinn? And the fact that she is she's talking like she's talking about Quinn like he not even in the house no more. She do not care. And I'm sorry, that is the type of petty that I signed up to watch. So y'all need to stop cutting it.
Yeah.
But Angela, because of all these like blow ups or whatever, Angela literally has zero credibility in the house. But I need Angela to stay long enough for Quinn to use his power, just so I can see everybody's face be like,
Angela was telling the truth. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, they gonna realize it anyway in 2 weeks. It's gonna happen. So when he does use it, he has to use it in 2 weeks. So when he does use it, they're gonna be like, "Oh shoot, she was right." And so he's gonna have a target on his back. The week after he uses his power, he's gonna be in trouble. Yeah, I think Quinn being the fan that he is a super fan. I don't think there's no way he's gonna let a power go to waste. So I don't think he's in trouble next week. So I do think week 4 he will use it. Yeah. So we're gonna see. Well, it depends on who in the HOH. Sure. But if it ain't him, no, it wouldn't even matter who won it. Even if it was my ally, I'd be like, I'm using this power. I'm that petty. I really am, because I'm such a fan of Big Brother. It's literally like using an idol. I don't care if I'm 100% safe. Girl, you ain't going home. I'm gonna use it anyways, because why not? I'm not letting it go to waste. Like if it happens, say it's T-Core, that's HOH. I say, listen, baby, I gotta tell you, I got a power and I'm about to activate it. So whoever you don't want on the block, we can talk about it. We can talk about it at this point or something if it happens to be your ally. But I honestly feel like there's no way he's not going to use it. I would be very surprised if he doesn't. And I think the only way he wouldn't use it is if he happens to be HOH that 4th week. But he did say if he was HOH, he would do his. Actually, that would help him. If he was actually HOH and he used the power, like, damn, Angela was right about the power, but not about who had it. Because why would Quinn change his own arm? Right. That would work out in his favor. So that 4th week HOH really is what he needs to make it through, because they'll be like, damn, you got this power, you've been lying this whole time. Yeah. So that would actually work out in his favor. Which is what he's planning to do. Who they gonna blame? If Lisa's gone, who are they gonna blame? Leah? No, Leah would probably be up. No, he wouldn't put up Leah. So we'll see. Who they gonna blame about the power? Who they gonna blame used it? Cam. I think he would put up Cam. Cedric. Wait. Cedric and Queen made a final 2. They did. Quality control, right? QC. Mm-hmm. Terrible name. It's cool because they Q and C, so it's not bad. Terrible name. I like it. I hate it. I don't think it's genuine though. I don't think so. Quinn is such a wild card to me, because, and it's so funny because he gives us so many cam talks, but I still, which is why he's so interesting to watch to me. People are slowly piling up on the Quinn hate train, but I'm still on Quinn train. Okay, I am. You on my track, so I gotta support him. At the end of the day, he's making these decisions game wise. Now with Kim, that's not game wise.
because you think he gonna take your girl. But he did make an alliance with Tucker, but Tucker, I think he might be like, I don't need my girl looking at you. He in this delusional relationship with Leah. Leah don't know they go together, but in Quinn mind they go together. So we'll see how that turns out. But the last thing right before we got ready to record, we talked about in the beginning. Kenny Lil Raggedy Tail want to quit again. This is I think the third time he said he want to quit. He was talking to Mackenzie. He said, "You know what? I think I'm just gonna wait till Thursday."
So at this point,
and he's talking about, well, if Angela leaves, you know, I think I'll be better. Girl, Angela don't even be talking to you like that. And when she do talk to Kenny, it's actually nice. Like they were talking about like they grandkids. I mean, they kids earlier. Side note. So we've all seen a picture of Kenny with his kids. Well, I thought them was his grandbabies. Baby, them was his kids. You 50? Baby, I had a baby at 34. And I was like, why did I do this? I'd be tired. I'd be exhausted at 34. You got them young kids at 50. I think the youngest one look like she like 6 or something. That's nuts.
The kids
and I said the pineapple be pineapple-ing. The pineapple be pineapple-ing. Okay? Y'all know Kenny said he a swinger. So anyway,
I was getting ready to say, like, how does that work? Like you on national television, the world know, well, the world all don't know, just the Twitter world know that you a swinger, and you got these little kids like that. Like that's kind of crazy.
I should put this little TikTok on Facebook because you know how the Karens,
right.
The Karens be like, oh my God, blasphemy.
Yes, how dare you? That is so disrespectful to have the young
If y'all don't know, listen, I love to go on Facebook and I love to dabble with the Facebook Karens because sometimes I get bored and I like to rile them up. I do. I'm
very much an instigator for sure.
I am an instigator, you know, a little bit. I do get bored and I'd be like, y'all, Kenny trying to quit again? Y'all, they trying to quit again? What that
y'all, she texts me and she be like, I'm about to go on Facebook because I'm bored. I'm about to go back to the Facebook.
I do. I ain't gonna lie. I like to rile them up.
I'm like, leave that people alone, trees.
It'd be so fun.
All them, they be checking in.
I do.
We do a research study and see who check in around their area and when they go to the hospital for their high blood pressure after trees get the cabin.
Listen, so let me tell y'all about the last message I sent. So I had sent the message the other day or a post, and I was just like, Kenny quitting again. He needs to go out the door. He taking opportunity from, you know, of the people that wanted to be on the show. And there were a couple people that are like, yeah, me and my husband tried out for this show years, and we keep getting denied. And it sucks to like watch and see somebody like this. And it's like, it's not, he hasn't quit once or twice. He's said this multiple times. And so literally before we recorded, I put update, Kenny trying to quit again. Because there are some people in my comments and they're like, Kenny, this is just strategy. Strategy? Girl, no, he's only doing this because of Angela. I don't know. Well, if he's doing this because Angela, him and Angela can walk out the door together at this point. Bye. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2, both of y'all go.
He would be talking to the cams. He would have told us in the DRs. He would have said in the cams that this is his strategy.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I said. I said
a little bit. He'd have a modicum of my respect if he said that.
I said he was in the camera talking about going home. Nobody's with him. Oh no, it's probably just strategy. No, he was talking by himself in the backyard. He said he ready to dip. You know what, Kenny? You can dip. You can go. Okay.
We can call this girl was like, to make sure there's
listen, have his car ready. Have his car ready. And you know what? I'm so glad that we now know because, of course, we saw Matt at home with his mama. I'm so glad there is no battle back. That is like the number one thing we always wonder. I'm so glad. Do I think there's going to be a jury one, though? I do. I do. Only because they did put a little extra days on this season than we expected. So I do think it's going to be a jury battle back. We'll wrap that around and see, you know, if we right or not. But I'm so glad that they know. Because, baby, this pre-jury, the pre-jury so far. Okay? Because Lee took her along. But if Lisa or Angela go, even though they are
entertainment
drama, they are very entertaining. But if you're going to keep cutting my feeds, because that is the main thing that I love about the show, Angela said she's going to go. Yeah, Angela put a disclaimer out on the feeds, and she said, tell my grandbabies not to watch this week, which means the blow up that happened was worse than what with Matt. Honestly, I think the thing with Matt was very light.
Well,
Like it wasn't
we
even
didn't even
out.
talk
It
about
wasn't
it.
really all that.
But you know, part of what was the issue too was, and I know we were getting close to wrapping up, but a part of it was when they were sitting she was sitting at the lunch table, not the lunch table, the kitchen table, and T-Core, Cedric, Chelsea, and Cam was all at the little hammock talking about life, joking. She stayed him out there, and then she go get Quinn. It was like, go look outside real quick. And so she go see, that's the group. And Quinn
Oh yeah, we
sees
talked
them.
about that spot. Yeah.
Did we?
Yep.
I thought this happened after the fact. Did we already talk about that?
Yeah. Well, what we knew was just that little bit. We talked. Didn't we talk about it?
No, because that just happened. Right?
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Technically last week.
It couldn't have.
No, earlier in the week. Didn't we talk about Thursday?
No, because Chelsea was already HOH. She wasn't. Yes. No, this happened. Yeah, this just happened.
When this happened, Chelsea wasn't HOH.
This happened Friday. Yeah.
Oh, when she was freshly HOH. That's right. We talked about it. Okay, maybe we just talked about it and not
in the chat,
us
in the group
and
chat.
5,000 people watching.
So that was the part. Like, so she told him that's the group, and Quinn took it as, and a lot of us did too, as, oh, she's saying that they're working together and that we got to watch out for this group of people. And so he went back and told T-Core, who then told Chelsea, who then
pause. You're right, because that comment when Quinn was talking to them about the Pentagon, that's where he told him the tea about that, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But go ahead. You're right. Yeah, I had to get my brain together.
You see how I forgot? I was like, was it last week?
Please, we have talked about it so many times. I'd be forgetting. Did we talk about it on here? There, I don't know. Who knows?
So he tells T-Core, who then tells Chelsea, who goes back and then alerts Angela about this conversation, I believe. And then so Angela gets into a conversation with Quinn about it. And she was like, Quinn, I thought you trusted me. I trusted you. Why would you say anything? And he was like, well, I thought that you were pointing out this group as in we got to watch out for these people. And she's like, no, I can't believe you misunderstood. I was telling you, these are the people I wanted to work with. These are the people I like, and I wanted to move forward. That's what I meant by this is the group. And I can't believe you would think that and tell them that. And I don't know if that was true.
It was like a racist thing. I didn't.
I don't know. I mean, if you look at the way you see it on feeds, when she just randomly gets up from the kitchen, goes find him in the living room and tell him to go look at and say, that's the group. I'm not necessarily saying it was based on race, but I'm thinking she's saying that they're working together and just in the sense that this is just a group that we got to look out for.
Listen,
that's the way I put it.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm giving Angela a little bail on this is because she clocked Chelsea, Cam, and Cedric in the HOH room coming down. Then she had the conversation with the Cam in the storage room, like they working together. They got to be working together. They up in a room and came down together. Okay, so that's 3 people. It just makes logical sense. If I see the 3 of y'all that y'all were in an alliance, obviously it looked like y'all were having a conversation. Y'all went up there for 2-3 minutes. If y'all are enclosed in a room, we're gonna think it's an alliance. And the fact that T-Core's out there, we know the history of the cookout. I would have guessed, all y'all working together. I could be wrong, but it just because of that little bit of tea that she already clocked them and that they are an alliance and that she did see them. That's where I give her a little bit of bail on it. If she just ran and was like, hey, all the niggas working together, then okay, we got a problem.
Yeah. And I think
okay. But I give her that little bit of bail.
Yeah, I didn't take it as a Karen move either. I mean, initially, if you just watch it and based on what she's saying at face value, it just looks like she's telling Quinn to watch out for. It didn't matter if it was them 4, it could have been another group of 4, but based on her saying, go watch that group, even if it was 4 different people, I would have taken it as we got to look out for this group because they working together. But
go ahead. I will forever say the reasoning why Angela broke is because of Quinn. this all wraps up into
It's
Quinn's
Quinn.
fault, right?
Yeah, it's Quinn's
Because
fault.
I don't even think Angela was pointing it out to effect like, look at all the black people working together.
No.
It was Angela talking to her final two saying, hey, that's an alliance we need to be aware of.
Yeah,
And
that's what
Quinn
I thought
took
too.
it back and was like,
She said, watch out for the
because
niggas.
yes, and Quinn took it back to T-Core. Now
And T-Core
because
walked in and said
more.
it too. T-Core
T-Core
came
was
in and said, what
pissed.
you mean? Yeah. T-Core wanted to know. She
Yeah.
walked up in there like, so what did you mean by that?
Oh, I'm so mad we missed that. That's such a big part of why Angela's on the block. So I feel like y'all have to show us something. Y'all have to show us something.
And then I gotta hit Quinn over the head a little bit because it's like, I get that you thought this was critical information, but you should have got some understanding. When she said that, you should have pulled her to the side.
That in the tuck.
And I would have said, so what you mean by that group? So what, like, so he could have had actual evidence.
Exactly. And she would have said, well, I saw them. I was in HOH room and they were hanging out. Now, I'm not sure about T-Core, but I do know Cedric, Chelsea, and Cam were in a closed space for a long time in my HOH room, and they came down together. And he would have said, oh, that.
Or she didn't have to say that much. If she would have said, like she said she was telling him that because that's the group she wanted to work with. So when he pulled her aside and would be like, what you mean by that group? She could have, she had two options. She could have been like, like she said, oh, that's the group that I trust that group. I want us to move forward with that group. Or it could be what a lot of other people are thinking. She could have said, we got to look out for that group because I feel like they work together, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And so that way we would have had confirmation on whichever direction she was going. So when he did go back and tell T-Core, eventually he knew exactly what she was meaning, and she couldn't backtrack because she had already said, because it's easy to backtrack and say that's not what you meant when you never got asked about what you meant.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's see.
It's
Andrew said, because I've seen people supporting Angela, but the roles were reversed and he would be crucified and saying that he's attacking them. What do you mean?
Which one?
Andrew.
Oh, yeah, Andrew, you gotta tell us what
the Rose River. Oh, you talking about like if Matt was attacking her like Angela did? You talking about that?
Maybe.
I don't know. Tell me what you're talking about.
Oh, I think that's what he meant. Yeah, because a lot of people.
Oh no, I agree with you. They would have been like, Matt's taking advantage of this little old woman. But I gotta be real. Big Brother is like society. Okay, there are double standards. And if anybody's gonna say, no, we shouldn't have double standards, it's ingrained in us. It really is. Okay. That's exactly why you have to read the room. You have to know who you can go back and forth with. And just like Quinn said, we caught it before they cut it. And Quinn was like, I'm not about to sit here and argue with somebody that's 50 years old. I'm not. Joseph even said it. Joseph said, my parents taught me to respect my elders, even though she was talking crazy and talking outside of her neck, which I'm blacking this up, what he said. But even though she was talking outside of her neck, my parents raised me to respect my elders. So I respectfully was just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? And if she wants to talk to me, I'm not going to say, Angela, get out of my face. Like, I'm not going to say that, okay? Because my parents raised me a certain way. You have to pick and choose who you can go back and forth with. Because if I'm the same way, Angela, now I'm a big fan of if you can dish it, you can take it. So if Angela coming at me, Angela, you better relax, okay?
Make sure this is what you want. That'd be my little thing. I'm gonna walk away, but make sure you want this.
I'm like, Dava, Angela, if you want to get out there, I'm gonna get out there. And once you put the battery in my back, sis, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Okay? So if we gonna have a conversation, we better lower our tone and let's talk. But if you're gonna keep your voice elevated, my battery will be in my back and we can go.
Right.
But
if you want to go there, we can go there.
Yes.
So let me know right now. Are we going there?
And that's what Lisa's problem is right now. Lisa tried to go back and forth with Angela, but Angela out Angela her, and she can't handle it. She can't take it. She just like, oh shoot. She done met her little match because she had that heavy energy for her when she was on the block. But now you on one, and now you out uppity, and now you in trouble. She just like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I think should be real interviews with Matt and say that it was giving very much Karen vibes, but that's just me. The reasoning behind, I agree with that. The reasoning behind Angela going with Matt was 100% Karen vibes. It was. Because let's be real, this all boiled down to a hug. It really was the hug. And once he didn't give me a hug, she felt disrespected because I don't know about y'all, but in especially older women, like in my fiance's family, baby, if you walk into a room, you don't hug nobody. If you don't hug, and when I say it don't matter if it's 60 people in that room, you have to hug all 60 people. And I'm not exaggerating, y'all. I'm not exaggerating. In New Orleans, they hug crazy. I am not a hugger, okay? Y'all probably got that energy from me. I'm not a hugger. I'm not in touch with my emotions. That's not
Ice
me.
queen.
Okay. And so I am definitely the ice queen. I really am. Okay. So like I'm better now. I can hug all day now because I done got so used to it. But older people feel so disrespected if you do not give them a hug. Okay. It's so disrespectful. So I definitely think it was 100% a Karen moment. And she tried to use that whole, well, he threatened me, which was very lighthearted. It wasn't really a threat. It really was just a cocky, like he's just being cocky and annoying, and he bit off too much. He put too much dip on his chip. Okay, and then she had to find a real reason. And I think that hug just put the icing on the cake for her to go off. Is what I think. That's just my opinion.
Honestly, he was on, and we're gonna stop talking about Matt too, because you ain't gonna keep jumping up in our stream and you gone.
Look, Karen wants to talk to
like,
a manager, and you're gonna call in a bomb threat for fun all my time. Probably.
It's the fact that she saw him down in the storage room. He was in there all day, all night, talking to people, trying to get this big alliance, and that's what really threatened her. She thought the people she trusted was falling for him and was turning on her. Yeah. And she should have strictly just left it at that without the blow up and just nominated him as a replacement nominee and just I feel like you're trying to comfort me in other ways. And she could just let that at that. Because he was trying to gather an alliance, with the people that she was in alliance with. She got that confirmation. So you had game reasons to put him up. You could have left all the theatrics out, but she wanted to make TV, so I can't even.
She did. She's a fan of the show, and she probably has watched old school Big Brother, and she knows what a lot of, let's say, the like diehard fans like to see, and I like to see it. But Andrew, I agree. I don't think Matt was aggressive. Aggressive is the wrong word to use. I don't think he was aggressive at all. Honestly, I think he was being cocky. He was being cocky, is what it was. You put me up and then watch and see who's gonna take me down. Like he basically was saying, like, the house loved me. There's no way you put me up, then it's gonna be on you because then I'm gonna come back and put your ass on the block next. This is basic. He didn't say that, but it's pretty much the words he was saying. So I think cocky would have been great. Aggressive? No, he wasn't.
No.
To me, he was weak.
Honestly, and even if he did say he gonna put you up, I'm like, okay, you said you're gonna put me up. Bet I'm just gonna put you up and get you out. That's it. That's game. Yeah. You literally just told me.
I wouldn't even said nothing. I would have said, okay, that's what you want to do.
Nice, thank you.
Anything else? Okay.
Good.
Doors right there, same way you came
Replacement nominee. And it would have been fine. She just did all the theatrics. I mean, that's really what it was, but that's all we have. Yeah, you got anything else?
Yep. Nope. I think that's about it. We're gonna see the house right now is leaning toward taking out Lisa. Lisa is apparently aggravating them more, but Angela is on the other side aggravating them more. So honestly, at this point, it could go either way because 1 minute that now Lisa is for sure the one that majority of the people want to be gone. But Angela now especially today, she's doing that like little petty shit she been doing all day today and popping in on people's conversations and being a little snarky, and she's bulldozing her way into these conversations. They don't trust her. So it really is just kind of, let's see what kind of move they in. But the fact that Lisa won a competitive or not endurance,
she won the challenge,
more active comp, I think is what scares them because Angela won shuffleboard. Let's be real. Okay. So the person that won shuffleboard and the person that ran through some honey, to spell a word, I'm gonna be more like, okay, Lisa has more of a probability to win the next HOH over Lisa. This is based off of old Big Brother. They are being more equitable.
So anybody can win.
of these comps this year. So unless they want to do their little rigging, we're gonna assume the next HOH comp is gonna be the same, something that anyone can win. But we do still have AI Arena, so it's Tucker, Lisa, and Angela. So we'll see who it is. Tucker did get a little nervous, or whatever after being on block, which is why you don't agree to be upon Tucker. Don't.
That's why they need to take him out, because you shouldn't have, and you strong, you just like Matt, you athletic male.
They should take him out, but don't take him out. No, because I love Tucker.
Take him out.
I just want to see somebody. There's a narrative that's starting that says Tucker hates women. Tucker don't hate women. Tucker does not discriminate. Okay, Tucker, if you do something Tucker don't like, he hates you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Okay, because he had that same energy for Matt. He did not like Matt, and he don't like Lisa.
I don't think he discriminates. He's starting to not like Mackenzie. He's starting on the Mackenzie train now. Like she's replacing because he knows.
And if Leah don't leave him alone, Leah next. And somebody said, well, to be honest, somebody commented and said, do Matt only not like women? Is he a woman hater? He said, to be honest, a lot of the women in the house so with them. And I was like, it's a couple of them that I wouldn't mind seeing at that door. But it's gonna be next week. Jumping ahead, the next week HOH is gonna be a crucial one. I feel like this is definitely the one that's gonna shape.
It's gonna be the one
because Tucker hates BS. He do. If you BSing him, he over it. But if he feel like you lying in front of his face, you on his shit list. That's what it is.
We're gonna see. I mean, for my draft purposes, I want Lisa to win because I need Lisa to stay. Because I don't need to be losing nobody this early in the game in the draft. So I would like her to stay. So
you sure do got regular. Now you about to lose. Now Lisa going home this week. I want to invite Lisa on the pod so I can tell her, like, girl, what do you be cooking? How can you be seasoning your chicken? Tell me. What do you do? Like, I am a chef. Okay.
So me, you, and Josh have a player at risk this week of going home. Well, Tucker is very low on the list. Tucker ain't going nowhere, but
0%. I mean, they're going nowhere.
It's 2 days to Thursday. Things change all the time.
It can, but Tucker ain't going nowhere.
Because like Brooklyn said last week, she said if Matt is on that block, you don't take when somebody like Matt is on the block, you gotta take the opportunity. So not saying that they will, because Tucker is well liked, so I don't think they will. But if they do, I ain't gonna be mad at it. But I need Lisa to win AI so she can be safe. Yep. And I don't lose nobody.
No, I want Tucker to win AI.
No,
I need Tucker to win AI.
No, he needs to be on the block.
He need to go. No. I think Tucker already said her food looked bad. Yeah, her food was looking raggedy.
Yeah, her food is not good. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna be over here rambling. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for sticking out through us. Before we end, y'all know what y'all need to do. Follow us on the Twitter at @whoallthere and Instagram if you use it at the same @name. And then, of course, go on over to YouTube and subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And make sure you turn on those notification bells so you never miss when we're coming on. And we will see y'all Thursday night after the eviction episode. And we'll cover all of that. And we may see HOH, maybe not, most likely not. But can't wait.
We'll be back.
Oh, look at Jaquan. Don't be stealing my players. Steal Treese from Treese. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a lovely night. Bye.